Hi guys, welcome back to So Many Dice. My name is Pete and today we're going to have a look at the collection as it stands right now before any more games come in, which I'm hoping will be any day. Let's get into it. Number 1, Parks. Parks is a great little game. We fell in love with it first time we played it. The artwork's amazing, the components are great. I love how everything stores away nice and neatly. It's a winner and it takes up not much room on the shelf, which is always a bonus. That is Parks. Next up, The Chameleon. A party game, pretty fast, about 15 minutes to play it. You do need you couldn't play a 2-player, you need 3 or more. Yeah, about 15 minutes to play it. It's a bluffing game, it's from Big Potato. And yeah, not bad for a quick fun time with your friends. And The Cow in the Room. Herd Mentality. This one's pretty fun. Again, it's a party game. Again, it probably takes 15 to 20 minutes to play. You do need more than 2 people. It's just a good time. In this one, I remember reading out a card which basically asks the room, if my name wasn't Pete, what would it be? 2 out of 4 people said Barry. Interesting. It's fun, it's a good time. If you just want something quick and light-hearted. Right, and next up, Bidiculture, the base game. This is, again, a beautiful game from Stonemaier Games. 1 to 6 player, 45 to 60 minutes roughly to play. You are going to be farming grapes, making wine, selling wine. And I think this game belongs in every collection. It's a really well-made game. It's beautiful, it's fun. It is relaxing, but there are some elements that you can be cheeky with and get away with earning some points here and there that could win or lose you the game. The last time we played this, my partner was invested heavily into making and producing wine, whereas I was basically picking up points here and there by making vineyard tours and things like that, and I ended up winning. She says I play unfairly, but in my eyes, winning is winning. And we have Root. This one we have not played just for the sheer fact I'm a bit intimidated by it because learning the rules, from what I've heard, is daunting and you can get a lot wrong. Plus, I kind of want to play it with more than just the girlfriend. I want to get a group in and give it a go properly because I think it deserves it. From what I've heard, it's a great game. And it's just, yeah, your typical area control. That is Root, the infamous Root. Next up, Pandemic. My very first board game. The 2008 Pandemic. This is what started it all. This is the one that's made me broke. No, this is fun. This is you are playing as a specialist, trying to stop 4 different outbreaks happening, basically. 4 different viruses from destroying the world, wiping out humanity. It's your job to stop it, eradicate it, fix it, and save the planet. It's a classic and it's actually really fun. I like it. The woman in the shop said she played it multiple times and has never won. We played it probably like 5 or 6 times before we actually cracked it and we were like, yep, we get it, and we won. You can scale up the difficulty by adding and taking away infection cards, which is good, because if you want to just get into it, you can just add a couple of cards. As you get better at it, you can just add more cards and make it more and more difficult for yourself. I like it. I can see why it's been adapted by so many different IPs like Cthulhu, Z-Man Games, Pandemic, and the ever beautiful Wingspan. I've already made a video on this, I know how to play on the channel. This is going to be a modern classic. This is a great game from Stonemaier Games. Collecting birds, put them in your aviary. Yeah, laying eggs, getting food. All the components are great. It's fun. There's about 4, I might be wrong, I think 4 expansions for it. We've got one of them which we'll go through next. Yeah, this is a beautiful game. This is one that I again think should be in every collection. Stonemeyer knocked it out of the park with this one. Wingspan. And the only Wingspan expansion that we have, Wingspan Asia. This is good because it makes it a bit more head-to-head. There's an extra player board you have to put pieces on, and it makes it more like competitive. There's more of a challenge to it. If you think Wingspan's a bit boring and you're just collecting points for the sake of it, at least this one adds in a new element. I don't think me and the girlfriend will play Wingspan again without this if it's just us two playing. It is very good. You have new birds, new eggs, a new board, new yin-yang pieces to put on the board. You can play this without the original Wingspan. You can pick this up and just have this on its own, and it's still like a full complete game. But yeah, highly rate it. You can actually play the, what they call it, a flop mode, which we haven't tried yet, but apparently you can play a flop mode and then it extends the normal Wingspan up to 6 to 7 players. So you get quite a lot for your money. This is a game we got to the table last weekend, Terracotta. This is really fun. This was on the shelf of shame for a little while. Had it about a month before I played it. It's from Board and Dice, and it's a really, really good game. If you haven't tried it, I think you will enjoy it if you like your Euro games. You're basically in the Renaissance era. You are a merchant traveling around Europe. You'll be constructing buildings. You'll be trying to get in the king's favour. You'll be collecting resources, going to the festivals, gain favour from the noble families. It's a good game. It takes a while to play. It's about an hour and a half, but it's a good time. We really enjoyed it. We thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think this will be a regular on the table. Right now, I think this is the girlfriend's favourite game. Pretty sure it is. It's a good one. The infamous Terracotta Army. Again, Board and Dice, 2 to 4 players. Again, about an hour and a half to play. A very Euro style game. Basically, the Emperor has died and you have been put in charge to create a Terracotta Army to protect him in the afterlife. It's a good one. We were very confused by final end game scoring. Once you've played all of your army on the board, each different type of soldier builds up different points depending on where you place them and what he's connecting or facing. That got us a little bit. We had to check the rule books a few times on that. It's fairly intimidating to play just for that reason. It's almost like we had to go back to the rule book multiple times to try and get that game right. But it is a good game nevertheless. We do need to spend more time with it. We keep playing it, get better at it. Who knows, one day I'll probably make a video of it and try and get you guys to play it and understand it. Terracotta Army. Encyclopedia. The day I learnt this is the day Holy Grail games went under. Sad times. But they did leave behind this, which is a very good game. It's a game of exploration and set collecting. Be gaining money from the bank, picking up your experts, deciding which animals you want to research, and eventually putting them in your encyclopedia. It is a very good game. It's a shame the company's gone under. There was another game that I did back from these guys called Fantasia City. Was really looking forward to it, but unfortunately not going to happen unless somebody else picks up the IP. I did a little video rambling on about that already though. But again, if you haven't played it, play it. You probably will enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. The girlfriend's yet to be convinced, but I'm sure I'll get her eventually.